My name is Jay and I'm the Director of Production here at Speaker Media Marketing. And today I want to talk with you about how to make your social media sites stand out from the rest. Now, hopefully by now you've already started building your social media marketing platform. But you may also be thinking to yourself, my company's pages look just like my personal pages. How do I make them stand out? Well, that's what I want to dive into today. I've been a graphic designer for over 10 years, and I'm very passionate about what I do. And right now, I want to share some tips with you that will help you improve the look and feel of your social media sites without spending your entire marketing budget. Now, please keep in mind this is not a tutorial to teach you how to use Photoshop, but simply the steps you need to take to get the help you need. Now, first off, I want to talk about graphics in general for a moment. There may be some of you out there that can create your own graphics, or maybe you even have a marketing department with a designer. That is terrific if you do, although I bet the majority of you probably don't. Now, if you cannot do your own graphic design, it is possible to have graphics made for you at a very reasonable price. There are many resources for this, but one popular choice is Elance.com.
It asks you exactly what do you need done. Simply type it in and boom, just like that, you've got a comprehensive list of people waiting to be hired by you. Take some time and explore some that you like, and I guarantee you will be able to find someone who will do the work you need for the price you want. Any good graphic designer will be able to handle any of the topics that I'm going to cover today.
Now then, let's look at some social media sites and where there is some room for improvement.
Let's start with Facebook. Hopefully the first thing you'll notice is the graphic on the left-hand side. This is the primary graphic area on Facebook, and so far Facebook does not allow much more customization than this. However, that doesn't mean you can't still have an impact. Either create yourself or have a designer create an image that is 182 pixels wide by 542 pixels high. Once you have that image, you simply make it your profile picture. Twitter, on the other hand, allows you the ability to customize much more. Background colors and themes can be adjusted, as well as uploading your own image for a background. Here's where graphic design comes to the rescue once again. Have a graphic made that is 1680 pixels wide by 1200 pixels high. Make sure you account for the center column, which is 760 pixels wide. The space left over on either side will be your safe zone for design. Second, let's jump over to YouTube. The main thing that YouTube is going to want from you is called an avatar. And already I bet you're thinking of the movie. Well, it's not that. Basically, it's just the picture that is displayed on your channel and associated with your channel. For example, these are the avatars of some friends of State Law TV. The best practice would be to use your company logo. The avatar must be 100 by 100 pixels. Now technically that is all you really have to do, but let's go a step further. YouTube also allows you the ability to select options like background colors and themes, and just like Twitter lets you upload your own background image. The other option is again to have a designer create some graphics for you that can be applied to your channel. The simplest way to accomplish this is to have an image created that is 2000 pixels wide by 2200 pixels high. Then upload that image as your background image. Keep in mind though, only the outer edges of the background are visible, so keep all important content to the outside. Best way to figure this out is to put a square that is 960 by 960 pixels in the center of your background image you had created. Only the space around that square will be visible.
Alright, so now you've got an awesome, customized, professional looking page. Yet now your videos look like they're lacking a little something. Well, that's where a title, an end screen, and some music are going to come into play.
Same as before, either create or have someone create for you a title and end screen. Standard aspect ratio is 4:3, and a screen that is 720 pixels by 480 pixels will do just fine. High def ratio is 16:9, so you'll need to have a title and an end screen that are 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. Using some very basic editing software, simply put the title at the beginning and the end screen, well, at the end, and toss in some music that fits the mood you're trying to convey.
Now be careful with music though. Make sure you own the rights to it or YouTube will take your video down. So either buy some royalty-free music on a site like istock.com or have some music written for you. Well, I certainly hope this has been informative and encouraging, and I hope these tips help guide you on your quest for social media marketing success. Thanks for watching.